All right, y'all. Welcome back to the podcast and welcome to, shakedown hike number 3 here in Shenandoah National Park as we are making our way towards Maine. And as always, I am going uphill and have decided to record the podcast on this last day in Shenandoah. I figured out it's like 6 miles. So Stephanie just dropped me off at the North Mount Marshall Trailhead at the northern end of Shenandoah National Park, right off Skyline Drive, right back on the AT, hiking north to the last trailhead in the park, which is Compton Gap. So that is the hike this morning. And then I will get picked up. And I think tonight we are going to end up somewhere in New York. We've got about a 6-hour drive, or even farther than New York. I'm not sure. I just drive. And then we will be in Gorham, New Hampshire, and excited and ready for the first official hiking day in Maine coming soon. But I think I'm going to title this episode Thank You and Shout Out to the Listeners, because honestly, I was like, well, it's been 5 or 6 months since I've put out an episode. Who knows if anybody's listening? But y'all have come in hot, as the kids would say. And I want to give some shout outs. Many of you have reached out to me. And oh my goodness, y'all are the best. And I've tried to reply back to every single comment, because I know as section hikers, the majority of the time, we are listening or following through hikers. And it's a special treat when you get to hear and listen to a section hiker out on the trail. And you guys have proved that by all of your comments. And the first one I want to read, I got to stop here, y'all, out of breath, is from Scott. Scott says, keep sharing your summer adventures. So fun listening how you gals both get to enjoy the area and have your own adventures while still being together. Scott, it has taken many years, but we have figured it out, and I appreciate you listening to the show. The next one here is from Craig Steinmetz. I hope I'm getting your last name right, Craig. It says, hey, Jester, or Craig says, hey, Jester, thank you for taking us along on your Maine adventure this summer. I'm glad you decided to continue your episodes. There are great podcasts out there, but most are focused more on through hiking. And I hope more of us section hikers let you know how much we appreciate having a quality podcast by a fellow section hiker. Be safe out there, and most importantly, have a blast. Thank you, Craig. I truly appreciate you following along as well. I also heard, first and foremost this morning, from Kevin, who is, I believe, Kevin, you are on the board for the Allegheny Trail. If not, I know you do a lot of amazing things out there for the Allegheny Trail. So great to hear from you, Kevin. I also heard from Mike D. DeMonico. Okay, you know, Mike, I already messed that up. But anyway, Mike and Mary were on the podcast back in 2024. We did a hike together in Pennsylvania. So Mike, great to hear from you. Give Mary a hello from me. And then I also heard from Matt Shin over on Facebook. Matt, hope you are doing well. And I know you're probably training for your own adventure coming up soon. Sean Knights, another gentleman out doing some section hiking on the Appalachian Trail. Sean and I met at Woods Hole Hostel when the Hiking Radio Network had a weekend there, and I believe it was 2021, September 2021. So Sean, great to hear from you as well. Catherine, shout out to Catherine, one of my fellow Adirondack people. She has recently moved though, so Catherine, I wish you the best of luck in your move, your new state, and all the things. And y'all, so many more have reached out and said, hey, Jester, we're glad you are back on the mic. And y'all, if you reach out to me, I'll try to read some comments as we go, because I just love it. When you're a podcaster, you never really know who's listening or who's out there enjoying the show. And the more you reach out to me, the more I am able to share with other people, other fellow section hikers, who you are, what's going on, and what's happening. And so thank you all again, as I am still continuing to climb this little climb here. Legs are feeling good. Lungs are feeling strong. Folks, I think we got ourselves in shape for what's getting ready to go down in Maine this summer. And y'all, I am just excited. This is actually going to be a short episode. Just wanted to give the shout outs, let y'all know we are moving on from Shenandoah National Park. We still have a couple days of driving, and then I will be going right back on into the Mahoosucs, and it will be one full day of hiking, spending the night out on the trail, and then the next day climbing the arm and all the things that come after the Mahoosuc Notch, and then out to Grafton Notch. And one of the things I wanted to talk about before I close out this episode is any video, any pictures going forward, I am going to load on my YouTube channel, just like last summer. YouTube channel, real easy, Julie Gayhart. So the podcast will go out as much in real time as I can make it happen. That's kind of the things I like to listen to. People who are putting out daily episodes almost in real time, because it seems like you're almost there with those individuals. And that is what I want to try to do. I probably will not post every day or when an episode comes out on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to try to let all that go to the wayside, because you guys know where to listen to the show. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the things. I also put it out on YouTube. So any short little videos, any reels, I guess on YouTube they call them shorts, or any postings, any updates, I will do all of that through YouTube. YouTube is my social media of choice, so that will be the one outlet where I will be on the most this summer. So I will do my best to get the episodes out to you guys as much in real time as possible. They will go out on your favorite podcast app where you always listen to the episodes. And then any video, any postings, any updates, all of that will be through my Julie Gayhart YouTube channel. And y'all, I already made it up the hill, and I am on a nice little flat. So today, there's like 2 climbs. I just did the one so y'all can see or hear how hard that was. And then the last climb on the Appalachian Trail down to the trailhead where I'm going to get picked up and then get in the van and we're out of here. I'm not sure if we're going to go down into Front Royal or not, or if we'll be ready to hit the road. But there is an outfitter in Front Royal that I like to go to. And of course, cannot remember the name of the bakery, but there is a bakery in Front Royal as well. So like I said, y'all, this is going to be a short episode. Next up, we've got a couple days, and then we will be going to a campground in Gorham. And then the morning after we get there, I will be officially in Maine and starting the trail and heading north. And I am excited. If y'all can't tell, I am excited. Oh, I also wanted to give one more shout out to Shredar. And I think Shredar was actually, or Lucky Dog, was actually on the podcast. I want to say 2020. No, he was 2022. So I did a series called Jester's Class of 2022 Section Hikers. And Shredar was part of that series of episodes. And I just found out Shredar sent me a message that he is going to be in Maine. I think he will be a day ahead of me, but hopefully we can connect and maybe get some miles in out on trail. That would be awesome. So Shredar, shout out to you. Shredar is a longtime listener. Pretty sure Shredar's been listening since day one. So again, thank you, everybody who has reached out to me, sent me emails, put comments on the socials. I truly appreciate it because honestly, I was like, no one cares about this. Boy, y'all have proved me wrong, and I am good with that because it feels good to be out on trail. Feels good to be back on the mic and just walking in open, fresh air. And as section hikers, we do not get to do this as often as we want to, but when we can, let's take advantage of it. So y'all, I am going to take it easy, sit back and enjoy this now, probably 5 miles or so until I get back to the van. And we're going to Maine, folks. 282 miles to Katahdin. And as much as I can, I will take you all with me. And we're going to celebrate this together. So have a great couple days. It'll be a few days until some episodes come out because obviously you guys know the Mahoosic Notch and all the things I'm going to be doing those first couple days when I get into Maine. As soon as I get out and I can upload some episodes, I will do that. But in the meanwhile, y'all get out there and do some hiking. Thanks for listening. Be safe out there, everybody, and happy section hiking.